I built 4 seven-figure companies by the time I was 25 years old. Here's why I would not do that again. I'm going to first start off by explaining to the 4 companies that I started over the last 7 years. I've essentially been an entrepreneur my full adult life. I've never worked a job. The closest thing was I was a basketball coach for a summer and a fall after I graduated high school. I'm a college dropout, so I did Running Start in high school, which is a program where you get 2 years done. And about a semester into college, I packed up my car, random Tuesday afternoon, and I drove home from Los Angeles to Seattle. First company I started was an off-market real estate company using a concept called wholesaling, which I talk about on my channel a lot, which is where you can make money with no capital, no license, by selling essentially a contract you find from a beaten up house to an investor who's going to fix and flip the house, kind of like you see on TV. I built that company in the last 7 years to highest grossing year was $3.3 million in 1 year. The second business was a call center. The call center was based in originally the Philippines, then it moved to Egypt, and then it moved to Belize. And this is a business where we service a bunch of different clientele, inbound and outbound. So we do lead generation for them. We also do inbound call taking for them. For that business, we have scaled that into the several $1,000,000 per year range as well. Third business was a real estate education company where we help real estate investors learn to source their own off-market deals and build their pipelines. And the fourth business with a call center consulting company where we help new call centers learn how to scale to 7-8 figures and beyond. Between these 2 companies, in the next 12 months, we will do about $10 million in collective revenue combined, maybe a little north of that actually. I wanted to tell you guys mainly the reasons why I would not do this again, why I would not have 4 companies that did this again. And I'm a big believer in a lot of the lessons we learn in books and podcasts and on entrepreneurs speaking on stage, we have to go through ourselves. And I learned up hearing the same thing over and over again of you need to make sure you don't focus on too many things. All the people that make real money focus on one thing. And I said, man, to crap with that, I have all these cool ideas. I had the ultimate shiny object syndrome, and I chased new idea after new idea. For the 4 multi-million-dollar year companies that I have a graveyard of failed companies behind them. So the number one thing that I realized very early on is I think I could do everything. And what I would go back and tell myself as sitting there at 19, 20 years old is you can't do everything. And the same thing that's stopping you, there's a lot of people, they'll get a company to $1 million and then they'll stop. They'll get another company to $1 million and they'll stop. They'll go try the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. What's happening is they're just not good operators. They're not good leaders, not good business owners. And the same thing that is robbing them from massive growth in one company is going to rob them from massive growth in the next 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 companies that they go out and start, because they're going to face the same exact hurdle, which goes from when you're building a startup to $1 million, like I've done 6, 7 times now, you're building a product with maybe one partner and a small team, and you're focused on product. You were wearing 7 different hats, and you're focused on product. Going from 1 million to 3 million, 3 million to 10 million is about building an organization. So now you have to learn to be a leader, learn to hire, learn to onboard, learn to recruit, learn to train, learn to manage, learn to delegate. Those are the skills that you have to build. So what I would tell myself, if I could go back to myself at 20 years old, I'm 25 here talking to you, would be, cool, don't try to start 6 different companies. Start one company, hit the roadblocks, and then learn the skills you need to learn. Learn to hire, learn to delegate, learn to systemize, learn to manage, learn to become a leader in one company. Build that company to 5 million, build your leadership team, and then go build the other companies you want to build. Because there's nothing wrong with having multiple companies or having your own quote unquote personal holding company that has multiple successful companies. You have to build it up until you have leadership, and then you can hand that thing off. And that ladder looks like you start the company, then you hire for admin, right? That's day-to-day stuff you don't want to do. Then you hire for fulfillment, which is also customer success. Then you hire for marketing, then you hire for sales, and then you hire your leadership team, and then you can step into the opportunity, which I did in reverse. I built 4 companies, and then I had to reverse engineer building the leadership teams, building the infrastructure and the actual business after I'd already done all the other stuff. Yes, I do regret doing it the way I did, and I want to do it the same way again. In my belief, sometimes you have to learn the lessons in first person, and I had to learn these lessons in first person by going through them. But if you're a 19, 20, dropping out of college, starting your entrepreneurship journey, and relate to what I'm telling you right now, don't go start 5 different things. Find something that works, get product market fit, have it make money, give yourself 36 months, and solve the problems you face. Run into a roadblock, solve it, run to the next roadblock, solve it, and then you're going to build the skills as a leader, as a manager, as a team member. If you can take that thing to 5 million, then you can look around at different vehicles and go, hey, I think I can take that to 20, get to 30, and you can start building your empire. You have to build that first bridge first. You have to stay focused, and you have to learn to solve the choke points that you're going to face in every single business. That's why so many people burn out and they never get to being worth 10, 20, 30, 40, $50 million, is because instead of solving the issues that's limiting them as a business owner, limiting them as an entrepreneur, they go and start all these other hustles they see rich people out there doing. And let me tell you a secret. People are better at business than you. The guys in the world that you look up to that are worth $50, $100 million, they are better at business than you. So while they might be in a different vehicle, what's allowing them success in that vehicle most likely isn't the vehicle itself. It's most likely the fact that they become a good business owner by doing it for so long. And you guys also understand the compounding of skills and the compounding of capital and resources and experience over time. So as you guys subscribe to my page and as you guys follow along as I build these 4 companies beyond 10 to 20, 30, 40, $50 million a year, which is going to happen, I want you guys to take away one thing from this. It's less is more. Focus more on less, say no, and worry more about becoming a good business owner than you do about becoming a millionaire in the next couple of years if you're just starting your entrepreneurship journey. So before you exit this page, drop a subscribe, follow along with the journey, and I'm looking forward to continuing to provide you very valuable business operation content.